Yo, welcome to the third video in my series Below the Belt. Yeah, I'm fucking smoking. That's not normal. This is not normal behavior. I don't usually smoke. Again, this is indicative of just how fucking stressed I am and distraught. Some people might say, well, did smoking cause it? I don't know. Fucking maybe. I used to be a smoker, never a particularly heavy smoker, but for most of my life I haven't been. It's also, I think it's fucking, 10 to 5 in the morning right now. No way would I be up at this time, but I've just been woken up by a bad dream. Probably quite symbolic dream, actually, of what's going on, but I won't get into that right now. And also woke up with a semi-erection because I took a strong dose of Cialis before going to bed. I woke up with a semi-erection, like needing a pee, like really strong. And I immediately took that opportunity to take a photo of my dick. And now I have something to show the urologist on Tuesday because there is a definite bend that was not there before. The injections, the Caverject injections, and that bend actually strangely took place just on the last two occasions that I've noticed, like to that degree. I always noticed like significant pain and an erection that lasted for 2 hours. But this bend is a new thing, and it's been caused by the medication that they gave me to treat my erectile dysfunction is now giving me a whole new problem, Peyronies disease. And my understanding is that this is a progressive disease. It's only going to get the bend's going to get worse, etc., etc. I need to be, kind of expedited for this implant as soon as possible. Now, right, the first time I saw this urologist was nearly a year ago. Fantastic urologist. I'm not going to name him, but at the moment, for certain reasons, but really great urologist, one of the most reputable in the country. I really want him to do this operation because he's said to be one of the best in the country at it. When I spoke to him, first of all, he said, you're a great candidate for the implant. And he showed me the two implants that they had, the AMS 700 and the Coloplast Titan. And he said, we could get you in for this operation. I said, what are the waiting times like? He said, 3 months even. I was like, wow. Oh, I could decide now, get in there in 3 months. I really didn't expect him to say that, especially under this current climate and what's going on with the NHS in England and after COVID and everything. So I thought maybe there's not such a rush then, you know what I mean? I'd heard about these injections, so I brought up the idea of the injections to him. And he said, you could try that, it might give you another couple of years. So we'll get you booked in with the nurses for that. So I thought, okay, let's put the operation on hold then, and I'll try the injections. And if I don't like the injections, can I get back to you and we can get the operation done? And he was like, yeah. So got in with the nurses. I can't remember how much long after that appointment, but it wasn't particularly, I didn't have to wait long. I got in with the nurses. They had me try out the injection. And even though it was uncomfortable, it was fucking uncomfortable, an uncomfortable erection right away that it gave me. They had me go off. You know, they had me stay with them for so many minutes. I can't remember how many minutes. 5 minutes into the injection or whatever. And then they had me go off into the hospital. I had to go and hide in a hospital toilet until the erection went down, so that I could get my Uber back to the train station, then get the train back to, because I live in Sheffield. They've got me, my pathway is in Leeds, in another city, because I was under the care of Sheffield Urology for this problem. And I feel I was like neglected and failed by them as well. So anyway, yeah, I'm taking the injections at home and everything, and I thought, well, they're not ideal, because you've got to negotiate any sexual encounter. You know what I mean? What you're going to do is sneak off and inject yourself in the dick, and then you've got a boner for 2 hours. What if she changes her mind? You know, this can happen in sexual encounters between a single man and a woman that he's just maybe met or recently met, and it's maybe the first time that they're having sex. What if what if the fucking Amazon delivery man comes? Do you know what I mean? You're stuck with this boner for 2 hours. Like, what if you can't nip out to the shop? You can't do fuck all. Like, I mean, this is my case. Not everybody has this effect. Not everybody has this problem with the injections. So anyway, I thought the injections are not ideal. I've called up the clinic to say I would now like to be put on the list for this operation. At least this is what I remember that I've said. I've now opened an investigation into it, because my memory is that I asked to be put on the list, and I was told I'd be put on the list. And I said, well, in the meantime, can I carry on taking the injections? And I was told, yeah, this is what I recall. Unless there's been a misunderstanding, it's possible that they've told me, we'll put you on the list to see Patrick Gordon again, not on the list for the operation. It could be that there's been a misunderstanding. It's this that needs to be investigated, and it's this that I'm going to find out in the following days. But I now have a photo to go on, so when I go to my appointment on Tuesday to see the head urologist who performs these operations, I have a photo to show him with the bend. This is of an erection that I managed to maintain for, like, I had to take the photos really fast because I lost that erection as soon as I woke up. Well, as soon as I woke up, it started going down. I had to take the photos fast, and then I had to run to the bathroom, take a pee. As soon as I had a pee, boom, it's back down to zero again. So, I now have the photos to go on, and we've got this investigation to... I'm going to ask to hear the recording of the telephone conversation that I had, because this is a vital detail. And I could be wrong. It could be that I was told you'll be put on the list to see the urologist again, the head urologist again, not you'll be put on the list for the operation again. Not that I was ever on it, but you'll be put on the list for the operation is what I remember. And this, like, that's a vital detail, because that's what stopped me going back stopped me pursuing it, because I was told, oh yeah, he'll get in touch with you, and he never did. Months and months and months and months passed. But I thought, oh, it's okay, I've got the injections, there's no rush. Until recently, until this fucking bend happened. And then I've realised like the pain was more significant than I thought. You know, I thought that having a boner for 2 hours might be a good thing, that it might, you know, bring some life back into the old chap below the belt, so to speak. But apparently not. Apparently it's caused trauma. I was warned that a priapism is an erection that lasts for 4 hours, and I was warned that this would be this is when you must call 999, and because it only lasted 2, I thought I was well within the safety zone. So that's why I thought, you know, I'll wait for him to call, and no rush for this operation. I've got the injections to fall back on. Do you know what I mean? The operation's a lot more invasive, like having an implant put into your fucking prick. It's not something I look forward to. You know what I mean? But now I've got this onset of Peyronies, and the danger is that the more the curvature progresses, the shorter the shorter the result is going to be after I have this implant, the more dissatisfaction I'm going to have with the result of the operation. So now I'm kind of in fucking panic mode, really. Hence I'm up at fucking 10 to 5 in the fucking morning, making a YouTube video, smoking a cigarette. On the upside, I've seen that I've got a shit ton of views already. People who have subscribed, and people who have sent me private messages. Just in the space of these few hours, because I got on there's some private forums on Facebook for this kind of thing, where if you've come across this video, you should get on some of these forums. They're great for talking about these things, you know, privately, not anonymously, because your Facebook profile is on there, but privately anyway. Do you know what I mean? These people are a great support, and they're not going to splash your details all over Facebook and embarrass you in front of your friends and family and whatnot. Like, the other thing is that a great majority of the guys that are going through what I'm going through seem to be married. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not, and that's a bigger detail as well, because when you're married, this is something that you can negotiate with your wife. Hopefully, like you married a loving and understanding woman who's going to support you through this. And but if you're single, you have to negotiate every single fucking time. I've got this thing. Do you know what I mean? Or you could try and hide it. Like, try and hide that you got a boner for 2 hours and she changed her mind about having sex on the first date. Good luck with that one. Painful boner for 2 hours on a first date, and she's just changed her mind about sleeping with you. Yeah, good luck negotiating that one, like, until you find the fucking right partner to stay with you and go through all this shit with you. You know what I mean? Same with the pump, the vacuum, not the vacuum pump, sorry. Well, that as well, like, good luck negotiating a fucking vacuum pump and a cock ring. Good luck negotiating a fucking penile implant. Well, yeah, it's hidden inside, but you've got to activate it and pump it up from a hidden, like, fucking pumpy thing in your scrotal knacker sack. Like, fucking, yeah, I've still got somewhat a sense of humour even now. I suppose if you don't laugh, you'll cry, and I'm on the verge of doing both. The situation's that fucking distressing and absurd. So, I think I'm going to wrap this video up there, because I just wanted to focus on the Peyronies and the fact that there's an investigation ongoing into how my case has been handled by the NHS here in England. And I'm not trying to cause a storm. I'm not trying to cause any problems, because this urologist that I'm going to see, he's the best in the country, or one of the best in the country at doing what he's doing. So I don't want to fuck things up with him. Like, I still want him to go ahead with the operation. And my focus on Tuesday is not going to be this complaint that it may have been a misunderstanding even on my part. But I remember being told that I was getting put on the list again for the operation. But maybe it was a mistake and I was just getting put on the list again to see the urologist, to ask him to put me on the list again for the operation. All this will come clear in the following days, and I will update you all. So until then, if you found the video beneficial or whatever, hit like, because we're going to get more recognition going for this thing. Subscribe. If you've got any questions in the comments, you can PM me if you want, and I will endeavour to answer all private messages and respond to questions and make new content based on what comes out from you guys going forward, because it seems that I'm onto something here. And do you know what I mean? I'll admit, there's been a few times in my life where I kind of wanted to be a YouTube star, but fucking never, ever for this reason. Never for this fucking reason. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. That one is fucking truly below the fucking belt.